U.S. federal judge has overturned California's 32-year-old ban on assault weapons. In his ruling, Judge Roger Benitez likened an AR-15 rifle to a Swiss Army knife, describing both as a perfect combination of home defense weapon and homeland defense equipment. More than 20,000 Americans were killed with guns in 2020. From Los Angeles, Ediz Tiyansan explains on what grounds the federal judge struck down California's ban.
The ruling by the federal judge, Roger Benitez, was really an extensive list of legal opinions around this subject matter. But really at the heart of the ruling, the main reasoning, again, according to Judge Benitez, is that it was not constitutional for a state like California to be banning these certain types of rifles when, in his words, it is very ordinary and even popular, such rifles, and it is very commonly sold in most other states. And also, it is not forbidden by the Supreme Court. Now, these were the reasons, and he was also citing the Second Amendment, which is essentially grants the freedom to bear arms to every American here in the United States. And it's really one of these untouchable subjects. But moving on, the judge would then go ahead and essentially call this a bad experiment that lasted for over 30 years in California. And just as you mentioned, something that really drew a lot of criticism was his comparison between the AR-15 type of rifle and a Swiss Army knife, essentially saying both of them are good, not just on the battlefield, but also at home for self-defense. Now, this is significant because AR-15 type of rifles have been repeatedly used several times in mass shootings here in California and taken innocent lives. And that's why the governor stepped in, Gavin Newsom, reacting to that comparison, essentially saying this ruling was a slap in the face of so many families who lost loved ones in such incidents. And he also went on to say that this ruling was essentially a direct threat on public safety as well as lives of innocent Californians. And as you mentioned, there will be 30 days before this ruling takes effect. But during that time, the state attorney general vowed to appeal the decision in court.